Now, I do have anti-theistic tendencies, and I do still would prefer if everyone on the earth was not religious. So it makes sense that I'd be against Islam because it's a religion and it promotes the idea of supernatural stuff. Which I'm also very much against the idea of supernatural stuff, because it breaks everything we know about nature. I mean, Islam says that angels and jinn exist. They don't exist. I'm pretty certain that angels and jinn do not exist. But I live in a context in which it's difficult, and where I'm starting to become less and less willing to criticize Islam because I don't want to be associated with jerks. It's the vast majority of people who argue against Islam in America they're just jerks. Like, they're not coming at it from the direction I'm coming at it from. My direction is that everyone should follow science, and they shouldn't believe in the supernatural. So my problem with Islam is its promotion of supernatural beliefs. I'm not worried that all Muslims are dangerous. The problem is that most people who argue against Islam argue on the idea that they're all dangerous. And they say I've read right-wing comment sections that sound like something like a neo-Nazi forum would say. Like, some of the things I've read would make Slobodan Milosevic blush. If you don't know who that is, during the Clinton administration, Milosevic was in Serbia and he genocided out hundreds of thousands, a massive genocide of Muslims living in Serbia. And people who are ethnically not Serbian. It was a mass genocide, and it was a lot of those against Muslims. So, yeah. The reason why I have trouble arguing against Islam is because now, if I do argue against it now, I get associated with those jerks who I do not want to be associated with at all. So I argue against it from a new atheist perspective, in terms of it just me being against it just because it promotes supernaturalism. But the problem is that if I argue against it, people assume that what I'm saying is I think they're all dangerous. Which, I understand that it's possible to follow religion without following all of it 100%. So, that's the main issue. There's not really much more I could say about it. It's not that complicated. But if you want to know more, you can post in the comments.